Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But at this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. To throw is Brady. And the grab made by the tight end Proa. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
And Fournette with a 1st down carry as he works his way forward for a nice pickup of about 6. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. From the 45 on 2nd down, Brady. And that's going to be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Brady. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 33. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year, and it was the visiting Bucs who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Tampa. Brady's throw taken in by Evans here.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 19. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? That throw by Brady incomplete. Michael Pruitt, the big tight end, is intended receiver. And it's second down.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Marcus Davenport in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
The sack backs him up, 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs.
They'll look to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. There he goes, left side. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So just a tremendous play there defensively on this opening drive. Not just to make the interception, but to take it all the way home.
And it felt like this was a defense that was on its heels a bit to start this thing off.
Yeah, they pretty much let the other guys march right down the field until that moment.
Yeah, key play there. Turned it all around. Big moment.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize. Put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction.
He'll wind up getting 9 after taking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. A handoff, Fournette running left. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Brady gets this one to Joshua Perkins. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down. Inside handoff now to Fournette.
And this is going to be a Bucs first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. Well, Leonard Fournette, not a guy to shy away from contact. He can lower the boom on you when he gets ahead of steam, and that was a heck of a run right there.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. To throw, it's Brady.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Brady going to throw. This is caught by Evans. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 18. Up the gut, Fournette. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line.
50 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Brady.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor.
He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Wants to try to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Saints 14. Buccaneers nothing. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
The Bucs on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Jake Camarda sent on now to punt this away. Deontay Hardy deep for New Orleans.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
They begin on the ground with Kamara.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Winston. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll leave it with a 3rd and 2. action now. Winston. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work?
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season.
And Winston lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. The 40, 20. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. Ryan Succop on for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone, because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Winston rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here, because any completions on 1st and 2nd down, now you got to worry a little bit about the clock, because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And Winston lost the football.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return.
And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Following the interception, Winston. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his third touchdown now on the year.
And the Saints will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He's got it complete to Perkins. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep the tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
So the completion was also on 9 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Off the play fake, Winston rolling to his left. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards of punt so far as this one's away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Brady now to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Brady. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Just for baseball, we call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Brady going to go on 4th down. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to have the Bucs 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Fournette running out of the gun. Down to the 25. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The 1st down throw for Winston. On target over the middle to Hill. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They go play action. Winston. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. John Ross, 33 yards.
And the Saints go up by 2 touchdowns.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Makes the score Saints 28, Buccaneers 14.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
He certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to make it fourth down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on third down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
Brady to throw for it on fourth down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action. Winston. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
They'll give them an instant to react. There's a classic case of if you blink, you missed it. Off the line into the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Winston. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Taysom Hill from 19 yards away.
And the Saints look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator, and they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the fourth quarter, and I don't see them looking back.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to get the football here at their own 23. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And Hill with it over the middle. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's second down. Play fake. Winston. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
It certainly does. If their offense goes out now, it makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Brady. And now here is another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Saints are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Winston to give. It's Kamara. And this will wind up as Saints first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Winston. And his throw is incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30. He got 29 yards that time. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. He's going to look deep down the field. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And the Buccaneers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Oh, that's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his third interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Logan Ryan.
And the Bucs are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Cameron Jordan, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Looking downfield for Godwin. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but now from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Winston. Out to his left. And that is incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now Brady got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Winston here to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing, Winston. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
3rd and long.
So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Saints, it's a 4th win on the year as they move to 4-9. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers.